This episode on Sailing Popao, we re-provision before heading back to the reef.
Doggy! That's actually the pot.
And we finally find some dogtooth tuna.
No! How big do you reckon it was? 100 kilos. So we've had a beautiful time at Fitzroy Islands, but the weather is looking pretty good later in the week, so we're going to run back to Cairns now, re-provision, fill up our fuel, which is the main thing that we need for the reef, because we're going to be driving in the tender and spearing, hopefully. So, just about to slip the mooring and head off. Got our friends on Kids are coming in, red hot for the coming in to take the spot prime position, because we have the best mooring in the bay. Look at it. It's been so nice here, really enjoyable, and just very nice to relax and enjoy clean water for a change where we're not diving. So yeah, usually it's all go 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 when we're at the reef, and then when we're not, it's usually up in Muddy Creek hiding from the wind. So really nice change to have clear water. Cold ride today, isn't she?
Yeah, sloppy ass, sloppy jalopy.
Super sloppy.
Absolutely hammering now. It's 25 knots of wind. Reduced the head sail to half. We're just letting the main spill out like crazy. Doing 8 to 11 knots. Probably should put that away now and give me a hand.
Okay. Oh well, we've made it into Cairns. Definitely not that bad of a spot. Everyone kept talking about how bad it was. So far anyway. Just gonna go into town. And Michael, what are you having for dinner? He needs a fix from the Colonel. How much fuel did we use in 2 weeks? Too much.
115 litres we used.
And 0 fish.
Oh, we got fish.
No doggies.
No target species. Just unpacking our mega shop. Yeah.
So how's this for random Spearos? So been friends with this guy on Facebook for about 10 years. Talked to him a million times, and then yeah, he saw that we're in Cairns and he said, got a spare car if you guys want to use it. So here we are. So we've actually never met him in person, but here we are with his car. So yeah, pretty stoked. Thank you very, very much. Made life heaps easier. So we always disconnect the fuel line to slow it down for any thieves, and we just ran out. It's okay, just drifting into a couple $1 million boat. It's a good feeling having the boat fully provisioned for a few weeks off grid. It's always a bit of a process. Not only do we want to make sure we have enough food, but it needs to be stored properly to avoid any spoilage. After getting everything stowed, we enjoyed some balmy sundowners with a few thousand fruit bats. The next day we were up early and ready to head back to the reef.
Leaving Cairns finally. We're off to continue the hunt for the dogtooth tuna.
With a late start to the cruising season due to lockdowns, we were hanging up north a lot later than most cruisers. Although it was officially cyclone season, this was the best time for glass outs and our best opportunity for chasing dogtooth tuna. And yes, if you're looking at your calendar and scratching your head, our videos are very behind. But that's lucky for you, because we're currently stuck in Sydney in lockdown. One of the best things about Cairns is that it is full of delicious tropical fruits. This is soursop, delicious. Excited, Michael?
About soursop?
Yep.
Of course. Delicious. It's like it tastes like a a lemonade icy pole.
Yeah, a little bit. So yum.
So good.
Excited about doggies? What's the plan? Tick this off so we can turn around and go south.
Just need to put one doggy on the davits. That's been the goal since we bought this boat. So let's see how we go. We're heading out now offshore, trying to find one, and yeah, fingers crossed we get it. We've got 7 days at least of good weather.
Downwind again. Goodbye, Della. All by ourselves. What's happening, Michael? Where's Della going?
It happens every now and then with our little Corona cruise. We all just do our own thing and go separate ways for a bit. We'll catch up with them again, hopefully in a few days, maybe.
With a little bit of wind predicted for the evening, we decided to break up our trip by anchoring behind this little sand cave for the night.
Helmet shell.
What? Dead?
Alive.
Wow, bring it to the back. Wow,
Crazy.
that's insane.
Beautiful, eh?
Yeah.
Big helmet shell.
Are they like the tridents?
Yeah, I think so.
That was just on the ground.
He's just crawling around.
How big's the slug in it?
Massive.
Yeah, right.
I'll go put it back.
Nice. Finally coming off. Oh no, I got
What?
grease on my... Oh, devastation.
Final kiss.
I hate this wind generator and it's just got grease on my favourite swimsuit. But yeah, we've just taken it off. It's got a crack in the well, so we're not going to use it, and it's only blocking the sun, so off she comes, and I'm never going to let her go back up. You can see, look at this, you can see where I could reach when I polished it. Look at that. It's corroded though. Very corroded.
Yeah, it's alright.
Oh, didn't feel much today, Michael. I was sick. I got seasick for the first time in a long time. Too much cooking.
It's getting softer.
What are you doing?
Oh, just getting the boat ready for a little mission tomorrow. Got full of fuel, spare jerry can, sounders charged, spears are rigged. What else? Spare flashes in case sharks eat the other one. Yeah, hopefully this is the Dogtooth Tuna time for Popao that we've been dreaming of for years and years and years.
This is the last goal to tick off if we can get a doggy on the boat.
That's been I've always said the day we put a doggy on the davits of Popao, all debts paid. Even though there's no debts to be paid, but that's the last one.
It's a boat.
That's it.
There's always debts. Anyway, I'm going to get back to sorting out the camera gear and we will see you in the morning. Good night.
Just got up, 5 in the morning, just after 5, getting the gear ready. Look at this. Sitting in 1.5 meters of water at dead low tide. Thought we were on the bottom, it looks so clear and flat. Oh, yes.
Just about to leave. What in the morning? Alright, we've just rocked up at the spot. Just about to sound around. How many miles did we just do, Michael?
9.2 miles we just did from unnamed reef.
What's the GO? How many miles do we get a tank, etc., etc.? How long did that take?
We've got about 25. We have a 25 litre tank, and you get conservatively 40 nautical miles for the two of us. A bit more, but we cut it off at 40 and then plan around that. We've got a spare 5 litre jerry, which will get us about extra 8 nautical, I think. So 8 to 10 nautical.
And then we're rowing. How long did that take to do the 10 knots? 10 miles?
Oh, we average 11 knots, so whatever that worked out to be.
So it was
said
45.
I said about 45 minutes or something, but I don't know how long that was recording the time for. But anyway.
What are we doing now?
Dogtooth Tuna are waiting. We're just going to sound around, find where the fish are holding, find out where the current's going, and jump in front of that, and hopefully see more dogtooth tuna than sharks. Bit tired, are you? So we've just been sounding around for about 40 minutes. Found this pink mark here, looked over the side, just sharks.
Alright, we found the bait. Hopefully the doggies as well. That looked promising, but no doggies. Right fish there, indicator fish.
After a few unsuccessful drifts, I took aim at a nice jobfish just out of frame in this shot. With plenty of sharks around here, it's always good practice to get the fish in the boat as soon as possible. Here, Michael is diving down for 2 reasons. Firstly, to fend off any potential tacksmen, and secondly, to see if the commotion attracted any dogtooth tuna.
Doggy!
Black sun, yeah, that was a good one.
We were seeing some decent doggies. Unfortunately, we were also seeing some decent bull sharks. You'll notice Michael keeps looking down here. There's a huge bull shark which you might just be able to make out. You can definitely see the 2 white pilot fish hanging behind its pec fins.
Woohoo! That's my first Australian jobby. Woohoo! Sick. Oh. And we just saw a big doggy just at the end there. Oh. Alrighty. Yes!
power of Dogtooth Tuna always blows my mind. Each one of those floats has about 43 kilos of lift. As I was swimming over to fight the fish, I saw my line go slack. The devastating sign that for whatever reason, I'd lost the fish. When I pulled my spear up, I saw that my 500-pound cable slip tip line was shredded. Now whether this was from the reef or from a shark, I guess we'll never know. Either way, a devastating loss. Cut through the cable.
The shark bit through it.
I don't know.
The slip tip.
That was my pride and joy slip tip.
This is why you have to be so careful rigging your gear. That's the slip tip. First point of fail.
Around a bombing.
Yeah, well, it looks like it. I mean, look at the coated cable. He's just hit the ground. Look how chafed it all is. It's like he's just stripped that. Snapped it off. That's how powerful they are. He's probably taken a turn around the bobby and just snapped it off. Far out. Was it a big one?
Man.
What happened? Was it a big one?
It was nice.
Took 2 floats down.
Yeah.
I thought it was you joking around, and I was like, nah. Alright, Michael, what happened?
Oh, I just lost a nice doggy. Spewing.
Hurt a nice doggy.
Oh, they're just the worst fish. You try your best to kill them because they're so strong. And it just, even with a like a decent shot, just cut through cable.
Wrapped around the reef.
Hit the reef. You could see the chafe on there, so you must have got to the
Stripped
bottom. And then just, you know, I mean, how deep is it? It's like 40 meters. You just pulled those floats down like they were nothing.
When we jumped back in for a redrift, we were greeted by 2 huge bull sharks. Probably a bit of a hint as to what happened to the dogtooth.
Gotta be pregnant, that one.
After a few hours of drifting in the blue and changing spots a few times, this huge black marlin swam right up to us. Now I know there'd be some of you screaming at the screen again, wondering why we didn't shoot it. And while we have nothing against shooting marlin due to their amazing eating qualities and super fast growth rates, we just simply did not have the space for one this big.
How big do you reckon it was? I'm still speechless.
Why?
I never thought I'd see the day.
I didn't have a confident shot on it anyway. For such a big animal like that, he was just electrified.
Oh.
Doing a nice jobby there, Jess.
Oh yeah, getting the job done. Yeah.
Nice fish.
Very, very happy with it. They're highly prized fish, usually very hard to shoot, but today this guy made my job pretty easy.
Try to eat the flasher.
Very cool set of jaws on them, and then big angry eyebrows, as I like to call them. They are really fun, challenging to hunt usually, and delicious eating. So they call him the chicken of the sea. So I'm gonna fillet him up and probably cook him up for dinner. No dogtooth, but we did
I lost one.
Michael lost one. That's pretty devastating.
Very
Put that in
devastating.
the episode.
Yeah, I think so.
Very upsetting. And we saw a huge marlin. That was crazy, crazy big fish. Fish wraps for lunch, not bad. Big fresh avos from our friend's backyard. Thanks, Craig. What an afternoon.
Join us next episode as we continue the search and are finally rewarded in one of the most unlikely of places.
So I'll have to jump in, it looks too good. Be like, oh, imagine there's doggies. Dive down through the sturgeon, 2 doggies straight away. Yes! Pound for pound, by far the hardest fighting fish in the ocean. Like.
If you'd like to support us further, you can join us on Patreon for ad-free early videos, extra videos, and patron-only merch. A huge thanks to our current patrons for your ongoing support, and welcome on board, Tom.
This is disappointing.
Jess's pizza shapes have turned into
I thought they were Doritos.
plain ass jats.
Do you have any cheese to go on top?
You can put a lemon or orange on there.
All we've got to eat all day is plain Jats crackers.
Oh well, probably good for the heartburn.
Yeah, maybe.
That looks stink.
Huh?
They're looking at that charm like, oh, charm.